welcome to the Scrapbooking Studio. My name is Tracy Walker, Creative Memories Advisor in Des Moines, Iowa, and welcome to another episode of Sketch Sunday. And if you haven't joined us before, we've been doing this throughout the entire year, and we're working through, and it's got some tape runner on it, 52 Scrapbooking Project Recipes. And I had someone ask me the other day, like, do I like this one better than there was one called 110? That I believe was the previous year. And I am pretty sure we have that. That this one up. I have the 101. And so what I like about the 52 versus this one at 101, which is great. It's got a lot of great ideas in it. But the one thing is these are a lot of one-page spreads, and I tend to work in two-page spreads. And yes, I could, take some time and adapt these to be two-page spreads. That would be very, very easy. However, I always like to do things in two-page spreads because I usually have more than a couple of pictures for when I'm scrapbooking something. So that is the reason why we're working through 52 scrapbooking project recipes in 2025. And oh my god, right? I'm gonna move that. And we are going to do sketch number of it covered up. Hold on. Project recipe number 24. This is on page 52. This is originally done with Perfect Kitty Cat, but I'm going to do outdoor play today. And it calls for 4 designer sheets. I do have 3. And then outdoor play came with this great, all these borders. So instead of cutting into a 4th designer paper, and we may not need the mats, we can always get matte paper from a different sheet. Um, we're going to use these at the top as the borders instead. So I'm gonna do the sunshine. So let's get that started. Put this off to the side. Cut. And one thing you can do is get out your, make sure your, see, I was crooked. Making sure that's pushed up against there. And then they have these little tabs that you can use. And even if I'm a little bit off, I'm a tiny bit off, I can go back and just, what's great about this trimmer is you can just move it over a little bit and re-trim it. All right, so I am a little bit off, which is fine. So we'll just kind of try and get one more time. Here, this is not cooperating today. It keeps shifting on me. All right, what I'm gonna do is put a little bit of repo. All right, that's the side. I'm gonna put that there and try and make that. So put a little bit of repo if it's giving you trouble. And this way, it doesn't move. All right. And then take that off. We're going to stick that down anyway, so I'm going to stick that to the other side. All right. Let's try and see if we can clean this one up. Oops. I just hit it. I was going to try and use my hand, my arm to keep it from shifting. There you go. That went much better. All right. Put that one through that. And then we'll cut this one. Had to stop and start it was kind of like it was lagging. And that one's gonna be out too. All right. No fear. Get the repositional tape on here. Out. Line this up. Right. And along that line. I got it all up. I need to shift a little bit more. I'm having a day with this, aren't I? That is much better. All right. Put that off to the side. All right. Like it's almost. Okay. Trying to see if I can make that a little bit bigger. I think. Okay. Then let's kind of get to what we're going to cut. So my face is going to be, this is Stardust. This was part of a paper buffet last year. So that's going to be our bases. I'm going to put those right there. The designer paper number 1. So let's look, we need to pay attention to that this is going to be flipped. So I need to cut these this way because it's going to be going horizontal. So what I'm going to do 2 4-inch, and the other one is punched, so we're not punching, so we don't need to worry about that. All right, so 4. 4. Let's get that. All right, designer paper number 2. Let's pay attention to the other side as well. We're going to need 2 3-inch. I put sticky notes on there to tell me because I do plan these in advance, and so I put stickies on there to tell me which is which. Okay, let me have 1 and then 2, and then 3.5. And the scrap 4.5. That's a scrap. And then this one is 3. Okay, it's 3 by 12 again. And so we're going to, so what do we want? Cut this way so that the stripes are going out. So I need 2 sleeves. 3.5. Scrap. And then we need 4.5. Okay. Right. And then our paper number 4, we're going to hold off at the moment. All right. So let's just put that on the side. And we are going to start assembling. All right. So I do need a strip that's down there. We may want to figure something out. All right. So let's just start. So this is going to be the middle. I know that's the biggest. We got that. We have that. All right, so we have those, plus we have this at the two. It's like, do we want this at the top? Or do we want, and they're the same size, but we can decide. I feel like the water should be at the bottom. All right, so if we have this guy across the top, would be enough sticky on there, but there's not. Okay. And then I'm gonna do it sideways just because then I feel like I get, hey, I'm packing on vacation. And I'm recording some videos before I leave so I can just edit to them while I'm on vacation. And so I already put my mats in the garage. So we are going to do the best we can today. But sometimes it's just improvising. Manual. Make sure I get the flamingos going the right way. Oh, and I have that flamingo punch. Ooh, do I have them up here? Oh, I might get the flamingo punch out. All right, flamingo punch was a promo item that was okay. Got excited about the flamingo punch. I didn't even pay attention to getting this on here. So, try that again. I was all excited to talk about the flamingos. Uh, This bunch is up here. Oh, that is pineapple. That is not I'm gonna have to stop and look here in a second. That would have been way too easy if that flamingo had been there. Okay, so let's get one more. If I make this guy chicken out and not. Okay, yeah, the one side done. All right, do side number two. And this way, sometimes how I do it is, all right, let's get this guy going. Put these off to the side. I'll put a couple more keep it on here. But is I line them up together, and then I line up. I think it'd be easier if I do it this way. Okay, and that way they're going to be evenly there. There. Sometimes even if they're a little bit off, um, you are going to put photos over them so people are not going to notice as much. I have boo-boos. If you watched any of my videos, I always had something go awry. Right now, let's see. Oh, man. Because we need some. All right. Look how cute this is. All right. So I've got those guys on there. So I've got these. We had two sets of them. Yes, we had one. Yes. So like the red one's gonna have to go down here because of that, and then the blue one here like that. Then finding what should we have is the what's this? I was just looking at scraps and say, oh, would any of those work? But those are not going to work. So we do these adhere these on here. Uh, so what is nice is it? I think that will. Is this the right? No, no, that might make it a little That's fine. Yeah, this is right. Okay, so outdoor play. Let's see what I got left. And more. Outdoor. Okay, so red canary. Ooh, yellow might work. Canary, Kelly green, island water, and gold. I feel like the canary would work. So let's pull a sheet of canary. I'm pretty sure I've got some scraps in the little scrap pile here. Let's see what I got in this one. And a couple of scrap pile. Just scrap some paper. What's yellow? Oh, yeah, let's put this one. And yes, I could probably have a way of organizing this. Having them in one piece is kind of easy. That'll look great. Then I just go through 'em. I should organize them by size. Okay. Uh, There's a typo in this because this is 4x4 photo. That should be 4x6 because this is going to be 6.5 by 4.5. So let's put 4.5. I don't know if it's thunder or an animal mouth. And I know Goose is not here for this episode. I don't know where he went. He's off wandering the house. He's the other cat who does not like him sometimes. Yeah, those sheets. um, this side, and definitely could do- so this is going to go like this. Okay, the only thing I personally do not like is having this gap in here. I would rather pull this up and then have these all go like this. Um, they have theirs as a little gap, and I don't like it make it like that. So we're gonna have to adjust the other side too. All right, let's pull this one up. Oh wait, no, this one actually, that one's actually okay. All right, get my tape runner back. This one. Okay, so they have for their embellishments, and I pulled them in. Yep, they're right here. Shoot, I got worried. Okay, they have a cluster here, like one there, some hearts, that kind of stuff. So from that collection, I pulled Flash and that one in. I have one over here. We could do one right here. Let's see, do they have another? Let's see what else. I like this. This would go better up here. Just that. This one looks crooked. I was gonna fix that one too. All right, let's see. That's the one. Okay, let's see what's in. We have a sprinkler. It's kind of big. We have a sandbox. Water balloons. Campfire. No, maybe we'll have to see if I can find my something new. Because these are all, I feel like, just way too big. This is Frisbee golf. I don't know if I've ever used Frisbee golf. Not child. I do use that somewhere. No, no. Bouncy house, no. No. Let's see what else we got. Like from another summer collection. I'll put that off to the side for a moment, and I'm gonna get on these cards. These unfortunately sold out, and I was really bummed. Um, so I'm kind of I just gotta use what I got, and then I have to start cutting them. But I really like how it shows. Just gives you an idea of where you are. Had some in my cash. So I put them in my bag. In the bag. Did they end up? Oh, they're right here. All right. Open this up. This size, these are 4x6s. These do not last long. Hold it for the picture holders. I go through those really fast. If you see my other videos, I um, was out and then I found some more um, in my stuff that's in my inventory. So I have all my inventory out in my garage. I just don't have the space to have like did you have a store in my house? And so um I just have everything packed up in crates in the garage. And if I do need to do something, I can find something very easily. But I'm just not home enough, I feel like that. And to unpack and repack is very overwhelming to me. So I just have it, that inventory boxed up and well organized that where I know where everything is. Now I have inventory lists that tell me. Okay, I got that one. Got this guy. Now I could make beach balls too and stick them in there. I'd have to make them out of. The question is what do I make them out of? Do I make them out of like this paper? Do I have that? Hmm. Beach balls would be fun to make too. So let's put this aside. And I am going to have to go find a mat because if I'm going to use my cutting thing, I'm going to need a mat. So I will be right back. All right, I found a mat and I am going to cut some beach balls. So what I'm using the smallest circle red blade and I already cut one and now I'm going to cut the other and it barely fits on here, but it's going to work. All right. I'm gonna have to do some trimming. Okay. So I put that aside. So I've got this side and this side like this. And I've already cut a circle of the stardust. Now I need like ovals. So I'm gonna need ovals. I'm just gonna put them. I just need one that I'm going to draw on. So I'm gonna use a little bit of Ruco, and so he can't move. And I'm gonna put him. Center him right here. And then I need this one. Thing. Hold on. That one's too long. All right. So I'm going to use this is number 3. I wonder. Okay, so that's one. I'm missing. I have like more than one. Okay, so we'll be fine. So what we're going to do is just when it's straight down the middle, I'm going to need a pencil in the oval. And I'm going to make sure that's, and I'm going to do a line. And you could always erase, but here, make a line just like that. So I have a curved line going like that. And then I'm going to go on to this. It's not the 45, but it's going to be like the third. Is it the 30? Okay, so the 30 here. So each side touches it. And I'm going to draw a line here. So as you can see, and then the last one you need to. So basically just do where they intersect. You do that. So then you've got, so 3 up top and 3 larger ones at the bottom. And then we'll put these 2 together. And then we're going to get some scissors. These scissors. I'm just going to cut following the line. So first, cut this side, and then trying to see the light is like shining it kind of funky, and so that's hard for me. And then cut the last one, and then try to keep it the same way. And then you're going to cut this one. And it goes right there. And then cut the last 2. And then all right, so now we're going to take this guy and we're going to kind of start assembling these together. So this goes exactly like that. And then this guy's going to go up here like this. And I haven't adhered them yet. And then what you'll do is you want, let's see here. This going to be, see, this is why you have them put together, because you want to make sure. Okay. That. Okay. So I want, it's this and this. I'm confusing myself on that. There we go. Like that. And then like that. And then you can do like that one. The other way you could do it is this. Pull this one. Um, for that. But in the ones that I've done before, I like using, so I could do it like that too. But these are just fine. So we can decide to, would we rather have, and we can make a second one like that. So let's just get this guy together. Line them up the way they were before. Once you've made them a couple times, and I should say that I've made these a couple times and I still have issues just getting them to line up. And sometimes I end up just making some trimming. So, but if I've done these in any of my, I know I've done pages with them, but I don't know if I've done any pages with these beach balls. So should almost make like just an individual tutorial. There is a blog post that these originally came from, and I'm pretty sure I did it a little bit differently from the blog post, but here we go. We got one beach ball. That looks just wonky. It's so wonky. On the side, does this one look better? Having, I just feel like that looks better. And then leaving the gap up there. Almost if I cut another one, then I could put, like if I cut some pink, I could do that too. Um, or even that canary yellow too. What can you? So you can do whatever you want. This. And we also could also do it where you go kind of like this, where you leave a little bit of a white gap as well if you want to. Because we'll cut a little, I'll show you in a minute. So we could do where make this go here. I kind of like it when it has a gap too. And it's okay that if it doesn't line up. Okay, so we've got it right there. Put some tape right there. All right, and then we've got a hole punch. And we can punch. Let's see here. We can punch. What color? Do this right there. I don't know. Oh, I only one in it. Oh. This one seems kind of small though. I think that looks okay. And there we go. We got a cute little beach ball. And you can see on the side it kind of over the edge. So you just want to make sure you got the edge the way you want it. And then we'll just do some trimming. And actually, there we go. And then flip it over and then trim. That needs to be adjusted just a little bit. But it does need tape right there. All right. So there is one. Now we're gonna make another one. Make one more. So we already have pieces for it. I just need to do smallest circle red blade. And I love this. This swivel looks so much easier to cut with. Someone the other day made a cup with theirs, and I was using theirs, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't. Like it was very hard to do. All right, so get that guy. And do the same thing where we give just a little bit of a edge there. Just a little bit of a gap. And then do the side. Like, where did it go? It kind of got far, right? And tape down and right there. And then the repositional tape just rubs right off. And she put that other one on there. All right, looks like we might need to do a little bit of trimming on the bottom. There we go. All right, perfect. Now we do have these little pieces left. What I've done sometimes, I don't know if there's enough or not. I don't think there is, but sometimes I'll make like an extra one. But I don't. These pieces are. I don't feel like they're good enough for inside. And this. Perfect. Okay. Well, let's look here. Let's see where you want to put our people. We have this one. We do like that. On that side. Let's almost doesn't so far. These need to definitely go up here because they'll just clash with the bottom. So put it such it goes like that. So put this guy here and here. Perfect. So let's get this guy in here. I'm just gonna work a little bit. Tape like that. And then this one we're gonna put up on some squares. Okay. And I'll put a link to the blog that Creative Memories did. This was, gosh, it's been 3 years ago. I think they had the beach ball one. Let's see. Right, like that. And then this guy could sit right here. I will foam him, but I'm gonna put foam on both sides, but I'm not going to, um, I'm only gonna foam the one side because I don't want, so when you tuck your picture in there, it's not hard. All right, and then let's put that guy back up there. And then we still have this guy. I'll put foam squares. Almost out of this page, which is awesome. All right, so we'll do the same thing. We're just gonna take the sticky off of these two so that it doesn't interfere. All right. Put back in their little areas. And if I can spread this out, like go back. There's always keep those scraps because you can make awesome borders with them. All right. Okay, so here we go. This is Outdoor Play, which is a current Creative Memories collection right now. And it comes with embellishments that match with it. And so we did the embellishments and then we added these little fun beach balls. Almost feel like the yellow, but they're fine. We're going to go with what we got. and I think they look amazing. So thanks for joining me today for another episode of Sketch Sunday. And if you are looking to scrapbook with a great group of women, we just had an amazing Saturday scrapbooking, and lots of pages got done, lots of fun, lots of laughter. There may have been some awesome cake pops that one of my friends' daughters has a little bakery, and we got them from there, and that was amazing. We had a great time um, cooking and uh, just catching up. So, and it was perfect because it was really hot at the at that on that day. So it was a great day to be inside. So see if I can make this like not so wonky. So I'm going to put all the details below so you can join us for our next event. I would love for you to join me. And 2026 has some of the dates have been put up there and they are subject to a change, but they do give you an idea of what I'm looking at for 2026. Yes, I'm already saying that. And adding some more events for next year. I'm really excited about that. So thanks for joining and have a great day.